All right, let's talk about Facebook. Have you heard of this monstrosity, this giant company that is stealing all your data? You signed up for it, though, so is that stealing? I'm not so sure. Well, you know what they're doing with your data? They are actually doing bizarre scientific tests to depress you. Yeah, that's right. We've got some info. For 1 week in early 2012, Facebook changed the content mix in the news feed of about 700,000 users. Some were shown a higher number of positive posts, while others were shown more negative posts. The study found that users were shown more negative content were slightly more likely to produce negative posts. Users in the positive group responded with more upbeat posts. Okay, so we all talk about this all the time, the data, and that we just give this stuff away and we never read the terms of service and we click yes on everything. But now they're actually manipulating things to alter our mood. I'm pretty sure nobody signed up for that. I hate Facebook. I talk about it constantly on this show.
Are you saying that negative things make people feel negatively? What kind of freakish science monstrosity is this?
Yes, it is crazy. The theory that negative things make other negative things crazy.
How do you know if you're one of the subjects if you're already depressed all the time like me? Like, I don't understand.
They probably would have left someone like you out of their algorithm.
Well, I chose to assume that I was part of the experiment because it just made me feel a lot better about my Facebook behavior.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, I'm depressed by my distant cousins making me play Candy Crush Saga, so I don't really know how much worse it could get.
Okay, so should anyone be upset by this, really, though? Because we sign up for these things, we don't read the terms of service, right? It's a 50-page thing that you just scroll down and click yes on, and then they're doing this to us, but it's a free service. So do we have any right, even, to be upset?
We have a right to be upset that they showed us things that were depressing when we were using their free service that we signed up for. We have a right to be upset, but do we have any recourse against them? No, it's their baby.
Right, so some people are trying to get together and pull some kind of lawsuit, but I'm sure that's not going to go anywhere.
If you go to a party voluntarily and the music bums you out, you're welcome to leave.
Yeah.
I mean,
this is true.
Most sites do these things, where they have like 2 different versions for different users, and CNN does different headlines, for example, to see what people click on more. They're all testing us. Yeah. This is just probably giving you more of your high school friends having babies to depress you. And that's something that does really bum me out. But it's my choice to be on Facebook and to, for whatever reason, be friends with people I haven't seen in 12 years.
Yeah. Do you guys ever find that the positive news actually depresses you more than the negative news? You know what I mean? Like, if there is some theory on this that if you keep seeing your friends doing all this cool stuff, like people just by Instagram, everyone's food looks better than it actually is, and you think everyone's eating better food than you. So do you ever get more depressed by the positive things that you see people doing than just the people who are suicidal and all that?
Well, when it comes to Instagram, I'm really torn between pictures of other people's food and pictures of girls' feet on a beach in front of bodies of water. I'm sort of torn between those two polarities. Yeah. But I believe it was Nietzsche who said we hate it when our friends become successful. No, that was Morrissey, actually.
Close.
Yeah, I mean, no, I mean, if it's positive news in the world, great. If it's positive news for my friends, if they're friends that I love, it's great. If they're friends that I secretly hate, then that's my problem, ain't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good theory. I like that. I feel like if Facebook just had more posts #blessed, then I probably would be more homicidal by the end of the day.
Yeah. Are you guys with me in the general thing? Like, I've just had it with Facebook. I just don't like anything that it's about. Now, I only have a fan page, so I'm not involved in all the minutia of what's going on with the feed and everything. But just this connectedness I'm just completely over it. Are you guys
No, I disagree. I love it. I love knowing the names of my cousin's hideous children. I love being able to get back in touch with the same guys who called me fag and threw gum in my hair in high school. Yeah. Being able to do that and
but now you have better hair than them.
Being able to get which Brat Pack member quizzes are you 10 times a day has enriched me culture. No, I mean I like Facebook. I use Facebook as a promotional tool as a comedian. Yeah. I have a fan page. I have the old profiles I used to have, and then I have a private page for my family where I just post baby pictures so my cousins don't think I'm a leftist monstrosity. So I get a lot. You get out of what you put into it, and I don't really get so sucked into it that I'm giving my information away to apps and things like that. No Facebook apps, no Facebook hacks. It's science. So.
There you go. So you're doing it in a very controlled kind of way. How do you manage
First of all, check your Facebook fan page privilege, because not all of us have that option. All right, some of us have to actually
Noted. Trust me,
people.
I say that with all due grossness, really.
No, I mean, I love Facebook in the same way that I love Twitter. It's a mixed bag, and I feel like it's a great promotional tool, and you use it as you need to use it. and you block people willingly. I mean, I have this problem where a lot of old women follow me on Facebook.
Right.
We don't really know why, but they do yell at me and criticize my language.
Yeah.
And,
Well, you talk about the Golden Girls a lot.
I do. We still don't really know where they came from, but I do have a Facebook problem with harassment.
Yeah.
And I just make a joke out of it because I feel like it's the best way to handle these things.
I find Facebook is much better with harassment than Twitter, though, because on Facebook you actually have to show your name and identity, and most people don't go to the trouble of putting together an alias as they do on Twitter. On Twitter, these coward child men can come out and call you names, and yet they're protected by their own anonymity. That doesn't happen on Facebook.
I have a policy, the Twitter policy, which is I won't fight with an egg. If you're just like the Twitter egg, I will not.
Well,
you fight with them every now
I don't.
and then. Or you'll retweet some of them.
I retweet the really brilliant stuff, the really funny stuff, and the really mean, dumb stuff.
Yeah.
And check their follower count, because if it's someone with 12 followers. I used to see Keith Olbermann getting in these flame wars with these guys with these eggs with 12. I'm like, Keith, it's Twitter. There's girls here. What are you doing? What are you fighting like this? But honestly, I think that it can be very instructive, and I think that you can use those debates as a way of letting someone else hang themselves creatively.
Yeah. All right. So final thought on this: is there anything that would get you to the point where you'd be willing to actually get off Facebook? If you know they're doing experiments on you, is there any point with which it would just, the straw in the camel's back?
I'm just gonna say no. I'm just gonna be really honest about it.
Yeah, you're staying.
As long as I'm still promoting my stuff on Facebook, I'm gonna stay.
Yeah. Could they do anything with all this information, even if you're hiding it to the best of your ability?
They could invest in Union Carbide. They could be they could be funding baby seal clubbing trips. I mean, there's lots of things that could be done that
Zuckerberg hates seals.
He hates them. Lots of things that could be done where I'd want to withdraw my membership. But I think that they're smart businessmen. They create a fun service. It is a great way to keep in touch with relatives without having to actually see them. And I think in that sense, it's going to be around for a long time.
Yeah. All right. There you go. I hate Facebook. Lewis loves Facebook, and John gave us an even-keeled answer on why it may not be killing all of us.